Ambit consultant, but let's look at, just real quickly, what would happen if two Coca-Cola distributors decided that they were going to be in competition with each other, and one of them didn't know what he was doing. So let's call this guy A, and this is a vending machine, okay? And let's say what they figured out is every vending machine that they put in will sell 500 cans of Coke or Sprite or whatever a month, okay? And their cost on those is 50 cents, and they sell them for a retail of $1. So they gross $500 a month per vending machine, and their gross income off of that is $250, half, 50%. Mm-hmm. So A decides, I'm in competition over here with this guy B, who's got the same deal I've got. And he's making $250 gross margin on his a month. And we've got a contest to go to Hawaii at the end of this quarter, and I want to outperform him. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand, because it only takes me about 2 hours a week to go back and refill this machine, okay? 2 hours of my time to refill the machine. I got to go do it about once a week. I need to sell more beverages out of that machine. So what I'm going to do is, instead of, I'm going to go refill it, and then I'm going to stand around for 2 hours and let people know that it's over here. And I'm going to hold up a sign, and I'm going to say, come buy your soda at my machine. And I'm going to start spending my time trying to drive more traffic. I think if I could spend an extra 5 hours a week, I can drive more traffic. I think I can get that up to $600 a month by spending 5 hours. And so now, what did I get up to? $600 with a $300 gross margin. But I spent 7 hours to get it. Okay, so I was making $125 an hour in this scenario, and now I'm making, what? 40? 45? Right. So all that time, extra energy, it grew your sales 20%. But it cut your hourly rate by 300%. I don't know, is that a good deal? Maybe. Let's see what B decided to do. He decided, you know what? I'm going to spend an extra 5 hours a week looking for new locations to put in new vending machines. Yes. And I'm going to still spend my 2 hours a week filling this one up, but with my extra 5, I'm going to start putting in new ones. And what he figured out is, he got so busy putting on new ones that he didn't have time to go refill the first two. And so these actually started dropping to 150 because he didn't have time to keep them full. But he just kept focusing. He didn't worry about that. He just kept focusing on putting new vending machines in. And he figured out that if he spent his extra 5 hours a week doing that, at the end of the quarter, he could have 5 new vending machines in. Even though these other two are now down to 150, what's his return on that investment?
1,050.
So with the same amount of hours, he increased his hourly take threefold instead of cut it threefold. Because he understood that he's in the distribution business, and the other guy made the mistake of thinking he was selling soft drinks. Okay? Mm-hmm. Think about that for a minute, and then let's talk about your Excel business, or your Ambit business. Sorry about that. I still do that every 10 years, you gotta still in my hard drive some places. I completely erased it yet. All right, let's take 2 SCs in our business. Go through the same scenario. And this is what I think you'll find interesting. Just it's not intuitive for most people. Let's say you got a good senior consultant business going. You're doing 10 new MCs in your group a month. Doesn't mean whether some of them may be personal, some of them may be just coming into your group. And you realize that if 100% of those, at 100%, getting their 2 customers in just the normal 28 days, that's going to equal to you $1,350 a month. Okay? You're all excited, and you go, man, I've worked really hard for this. I'm senior consultant. I got 10 new people coming into my group every month. It's going to make me $1,350 a month, and I don't even know those people. And then the reality hits that only about half of them do. And you realize, man, I only make $675. That's not exactly what I was expecting. So I got some decisions to make. What am I going to do about that? I know. I'm going to spend all my time, effort, and energy helping those 10 MCs get their customers and trigger a bonus, and that will ensure that I get my $1,350. So I'm going to work like my hair's on fire, and the reality is you're only going to be able to move that up to about 70%. With all that time, you're still only going to be able to kick up your income to about $945. And here's the reality. Your business is now generating, as a result of that effort, a 20% increase over the actuals that you were seeing before you started. With 10 people coming in, is going to keep doing that for a while, and then next month you're going to have to spend your time getting those people, their customers, to hit that 70%, and eventually what's going to happen is the number is going to start dwindling, because you're spending all your time trying to help people get customers who aren't motivated enough to get them for themselves. And see, this other SEO here, he's going to do the same thing. He's got 10 MCs a month coming into his business, and he's excited about that, and he realizes the same thing, 100%, it's $1,350. Only 50% of these guys are doing anything. I'm only making $675. I'm going to try to make this 12. Let's do the math. So if you only do 10 at 50%, you get $675. But if the first month that you start trying, you can do 12, you make $810. And you say, well, Chris, that's not as much as the guy made $945 over here. And it's not. But see, next month he's going to concentrate on doing 2 more consultants. He's going to make it 14. And then guess what happens? His income's going up exponentially every month, and now he's got 18 new people coming into his business. Now let's say they're all here today, and they learn the importance of getting their own high-quality customers, and just the fact that he got them all to attend training moves them from 50% to 70%. That takes us up to $1,600 without him having to do a thing. Guys, the business that we're in is the distribution business. And if you're not spending 99% of your time trying to figure out how to put new vending machines into your business, then you're not maximizing your opportunity. It's real simple. People get busy and they get focused, and sometimes I think we even have too many reports in our back office, so people will say, oh, I got 25 people that have to get their customers this week, or I'm going to lose, X number of dollars, and this whole fear of loss thing kicks in. And you're paying attention to what you think you're going to lose. But guys, look, we have promotions for a reason, and that's to incent behavior. And when Scott and I sit down every month and look at what we want to do, our primary goal is to reward the behavior that is most productive for you. In fact, we're trying to trick you into being successful. And if you look at it, this Jumpstart promotion that we're running, you can get in this business as a new MC, and if you get 10 customers in your first 2 weeks, you can make $400. If you came into this business and paid $429 and you're not willing in 2 weeks to get 10 customers to get your money back, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it back. And what I see happen is the senior consultant or the regional consultant or even the sponsor runs around and feels an obligation to help them do that. Why? They're not trying to help themselves. Look, this is not a business. I'm not trying to be mercenary here. I'm just saying reality is reality. We're all adults. If you make the decision to get in this business and pay $429, it's up